Meet Guy Phillips.
When that stuff's ready, it'll get loaded onto the log deck.
His company turns sustainably sourced Scottish timber into bespoke structures like bus shelters, kitchens and even cabins.
Deck here will convey in a really safe way, actually.
After 5 years, it now employs 12 people, funded initially by his redundancy package and more following decades in the oil and gas industry.
You get told you're no longer loved, we don't need you anymore. That's quite a tough thing.
Despite year-on-year growth of at least 70%, Guy ploughs all the profits back into the business and pays himself just the minimum wage.
It's a measure of the confidence that I have in what we're doing, to be able to give Hussein, who was an Iranian asylum seeker, an opportunity to kind of help support him through his transition into a new life here. I do think that, if you're coming from that oil and gas background, you've got so much skill set to offer that it's just opportunity. But it's that fear of the change, I think, is what a lot of people will be anxious about.
Scotland's governing party is the Scottish National Party, the SNP, who've spent almost $680 million reskilling oil and gas workers for renewable energy. But critics say the transition isn't happening fast enough and there's still only one green job for every 3 in oil and gas.
Will your experience as a business person, will that guide your vote on Thursday?
I don't think so. My vote is really around which party is going to deliver the greatest amount of fairness for the greatest amount of people. I don't have a massively strong opinion around politics, whether it's SNP, whether it's Labour, whether it's Lib Dem, Green, a good kind of coalition.
You've not mentioned reform there, which I think there's a good chance they could become the opposition in Scotland.
Yeah, again, I guess my view around reform is that they're pretty sort of extremist in their views. They may say they're a big party that's supporting businesses, but I think a lot of pretty unsavoury policy associated with that as well.
Polls, however, suggest a big rise in support for Nigel Farage's reform in Scotland, a country that 10 years ago voted to stay in the EU. As for Guy's message for those fearing redundancy,
make your own opportunity and go after it. Everything's possible. And if you don't know the answers, have the comfort and confidence to say, I don't know, but I'll go and ask someone who does.
Paul Hawkins, TRT World, Aberdeen.